give you a link to
All right.
upload here, okay?
All right. I think the recording is on now.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yes, it is.
guys, boys, just look at the big screen, okay? I'll set it up for you.
Okay. Hands off the keyboard, guys. We're going to show you some computer games. We're going to play two computer games, and then we're going to challenge you to make the games easier and then to make them harder. Okay? That's the big picture. And last week, you guys asked for a shooting game and a racing game, right? So we're going to show you a basic engine for making a shooting game and a basic scratch engine for making a racing game. So just as a quick introduction, Brent, since he's really good at 3D graphics, he's creating his own graphics. But let's show them, Brent, first of all, the simple game.
Let's watch the screen right now, okay, boys? Look at the big screen.
Okay, so you get the picture. You've got to hit your arrow keys to make the rocket move, and you hit the space bar in order to shoot. Right? Brent, can you start this project again? Should say the instructions on the very first screen. So on the background it says, yeah. On the background screen it says the instructions. So before you present a game, you've got to tell the user how to play the game, what the keys are. So if you go to the scratch background, the first stage, Brent.
Wow.
So press arrow keys to move the rocket, press space bar to shoot. Okay, so let's do this, guys. Let's start right out by let's see who can get the highest score.
Okay.
Who can get the highest hits? So as soon as someone has a score they think is pretty good, and Brent, can you put the URL up on the big screen so they can?
Sure.
You can put it in the chat.
Oh,
and you can put it.
Hit the orange button and you'll find the thing. Okay, go load the game.
I got it.
Okay, it's in the chat for those of you that are on remotely. Just go to chat and you'll see it in the chat link. Otherwise, you can type it into your URL box. Thank you, Brent.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Scratch.mit.edu/projects. And then the number is 20, 54, 25, 51, and 8. Okay. So we're going to give you 2 minutes. I'll mark it off on my timer. You have 2 minutes to play this game, and let's see who gets the highest score.
I can't go in. Oh, okay. What the? It's so slow. Just hold them. So slow. What the? Slow as second ball.
I like this. Hey, watch.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I died. Slow. Let's just quiet. We are quiet. Oh, I got
At 2 minutes, we'll ask who has the highest score.
Here.
I just shot it, but it didn't.
It's challenging. You kind of gotta figure out where it's going.
Yep, you have to anticipate.
It's so hard.
Okay, 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. See who can get the highest score.
Oh, there you go. Okay, now you play.
Okay.
When you get a high score, freeze it so Ricky can come along and verify that it's the real score.
That's Richard.
I hit the asteroid and
Okay, you're playing.
Okay, guys, we're halfway through. 1 minute to go. And we'll see who has the highest score.
You can play.
Tell me that I beat them all. I'm gonna beat them all.
This is Link.
Come on, look at me. Look at mine. Look at mine. Look at mine. Boom. Booyah.
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 Okay, 50 seconds left to see who gets the highest score.
Kevin, look at mine. Look at mine.
40 seconds left.
Yeah. Okay. Ah.
No. You're not supposed to modify the code yet, okay? I know if you modify the code.
Only 30 seconds, guys. Only 30 seconds to play to see who gets the highest score. All right, 20 seconds. We're going to ask who has the highest score without modifying the game.
Kevin, you cheated. You modified the code.
10 seconds.
How much my code is? No.
Are you modifying the code?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Anyone who
Look at mine. Booyah.
Okay.
Anyone who modified the code is disqualified from this competition. So let's see, those who didn't modify their code, who had the highest score? Who had more than 10?
I got 49.
49 hits?
I got hits I cannot even count. And by the way, I got 21.
Did you cheat? Did you cheat or did you play the real game?
How did you get 21?
Who cheated?
Who
Who cheated?
If you cheated, we're not going to count your score. We want who has the highest score where the program has not been edited.
I'm a big cheater now. I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
Okay, David didn't cheat.
David, what score did you get?
He got one. He got one.
One. Okay, who got more than one when they didn't cheat?
You didn't cheat. Okay, Richard got 4.
Richard, 4. Not bad, Richard.
Who didn't
Not-
cheat?
You know who cheated and who didn't.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we give you another minute to try it again with the original code
It's okay.
before we tell you the challenges we want you to do?
Well, it looks like, how about this? Let's go to the next.
3.
John,
You got 3, okay. Shall we make edits to this game, or do you want to try playing it again before we edit it?
Look, guys, I got the most.
Well, it looks like we can move on.
Okay. All right, great. So, Brent, can you show the first challenge that we want them to do? The first edit to the game.
Listen.
Oh, I'm editing. I just realized I remixed the remix of the remix. I had 2 tabs open. I can go back to here and.
And you
in the game.
cheated, I
Oh.
didn't.
Hey, good.
Alright, so
So we just, yep,
the
great.
first challenge is going to be make the asteroid go slower.
All right.
Hands off keyboard.
Yeah, I can hands are off the keyboard.
Hands off keyboard. Hands off keyboard.
Look, I'm using that.
How
Or
about
actually, John, do you think
hands
rocket
behind
backwards
your
is easier?
Put your
No,
hands
I
behind
think
your head.
that make it go slower is either one. Either one, Brent, whatever.
Hands are behind my head.
Okay, let's watch the big screen. Ah!
Alright, so
No, what?
the asteroid, if it moved slower, it would give you more time to position yourself.
I don't think so.
So you'll have to look in the code and see if you can figure it out. And the first person who figures it out will get to show everyone else how to do it. So try to make the asteroid move slower. The slower the asteroid moves, the easier the game will be to win.
No.
So that's our first challenge.
So if the highest score was 4, someone got 4 rockets, right? Four hits. Let's see if you can make the asteroid go slower and increase your score.
Hey!
Let's see if you can make the rocket go slower and get more than 4 hits.
Okay,
The
now!
asteroid go slower, not the rocket. The rocket you want to go fast. The asteroid you want to go slow.
Look at mine. Look at mine.
Hey, hey, hey.
Look at mine. Mine is 5票.
You know what you're supposed to do?
Yes.
what are you supposed to do, Richard?
I don't know.
Because you're not paying attention. Hey, we're supposed to make the asteroids slower, okay?
I'm too stupid. I
I
don't know how to
did it.
do
It's not
that.
slow. It's not even moving.
It's gone.
No, it's okay. Get out to stretch.
That's better.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
See, this is my game.
So you should look inside, and you should put your cursor on the asteroid sprite. See how the blue circle is around the asteroid sprite, and you'll see this code.
Wow, fantastic. You don't really
Okay.
Now look at the yellow.
I feel good about this.
Look at the yellow comment, initialize, hit score, bounce off the wall, and see if you can figure out how to make the asteroid go slower.
Boys,
So
before
I
you talk,
paused my screen so you guys couldn't see what I was doing. But I got mine to go pretty slow.
All right.
okay,
Look
Samuel
at
has a
that.
question. Samuel has a question.
How are you supposed to put those kind of yellow blocks on here?
你是怎么让它变成那样？按这个环。
Hold on.
Samuel asked, how did you put those yellow blocks in the code?
Yeah.
You
In the
right click on the background, and that makes a comment.
What the? Yeah.
Right click on the background, and then you'll see a menu that says add comment.
When I right click, nothing happens.
Right click on the Brent, can you show the inside?
Oh.
Okay, right click, edit comment. See how Brent did that? And then you write the comment,
How do you?
and you position it right next to the command you wanna add it to.
Blocking.
I got it. He's making the noise.
It's very important, guys, when you're writing computer code to make comments so that you understand, or your friends will understand how it works. Okay, the challenge, guys, is to make your rocket go slower.
So John, how did you make the comments?
Okay, Brent, do you want to show once more? Listen,
Sure.
watch the screen. Watch Brent. Are you sure?
Can you guys see my screen?
Yep, we can see it, Brent.
Okay, so if you take your mouse and you right click anywhere in this area, I'll draw a box around it. If you right click anywhere in here, you'll see an option that says, whoops. Okay, so it says, give me a second. Scratch for some reason has been freezing up a lot on my machine. Let me just reload it real quick. Okay, so anywhere you right click, you can do add comment, and then you can type in a comment.
Yeah, I got your cheating.
Okay, let's see how much shots do I have.
Okay,
Whoa!
great. So let's go on. Guys, the challenge is, the puzzle is, how do you make the asteroid go slower? Let's put your, let's open the asteroid. Great.
How do I make the bullet faster?
The challenge right now first is, how do you make the asteroid go slower? Let's do one challenge at a time, all right?
Okay, let's
Find it.
boys, here, you're supposed to make the asteroid slower, okay?
I already did.
I already did. It's not even moving.
Okay, who has finished? Nathan,
Show us.
Sam, Johnson, Kevin?
Okay, do you want to show us your screen and show us how you did it?
Nobody that
Share your screen.
Slower? Have you made a,
They were busy playing games.
Okay.
Whoever's done it,
okay, you know how to, have you figured out how to make it slower?
Yeah, it's hard slow now.
share your screen and show Brennan and I, and show the whole class, in fact,
Nice.
how to do it.
Have you made your,
I can pause the game. I don't want to get hit by an asteroid.
have you make the asteroid slower?
No, actually, I'm making.
Number.
I'm just 50 steps.
Yeah, extend.
Ooh, yeah. Just make the move. 这样子有加快我的射速，你看。
How?
Like, what?
Okay, so guys, those who don't know how Brent is going to show you right now. Brent is going to show you a couple of ways to make it slower.
Okay, boys, watch Brent. Watch Brent. Watch the big screen. He's gonna show you how to make it slower.
Ooh,
Right.
I already did, Dad.
So I actually haven't, okay, I see two ways already. So the first way I saw that
Hey,
this was
I'm
the
okay.
easiest, I thought was just
Hey,
increase the
there you
movement. So right now it moves 3 steps. But if I change this to something like 0.5, do you see how much slower it is now going? Or 0.1, it's practically frozen. So by modifying the move, and that's the hint. If you're thinking about how to make something move slower, if you look for the word move, you will find it.
Ah, good job. Good
Oh,
job.
he's got 9. He's got 9. He's got 10.
All right.
Okay,
So the next way to do it is to add a wait command.
got it.
So let's put the wait command in there. Let's, yeah.
Have you figured it out yet?
So you could also put a wait command in there. So there's 2 ways to slow it down. Move fewer steps or wait every time you do an iteration. An iteration is a basic computer program primitive. It's basically a repeat function. The forever loop is iteration. Repeat is an iteration.
My bullet speed is
Okay.
faster than yours.
Hey, Mr. John.
Yep,
Should we ask the kids how they did it?
sure. We did. No one answered.
So, who wants to show how you? Oh, Nathan. Nathan, you want to show? You want to show how you did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you share your screen? Share your screen.
Oh, I think I just busted it.
Okay. That's right. That's right.
Oh, got it.
Okay, Nathan, share it. It's okay. Here. You share it.
Okay. How did you slow down the asteroid?
I can share this.
And then I just said,
Boys, where Nathan's trying to explain how he did it.
So you said move 0 steps, right, Nathan?
Yeah.
What happens? It doesn't move at all then, right?
Yeah, I just keep blasting. Mr. John?
Oh, that's all right. All right, that's really slow. All right, very clever, Nathan. Very clever. That's the ultimate solution.
So who else wants to show to explain how you did it? Richard, you wanna explain? Okay, Richard wants to explain how you did it.
I showed slower.
Okay, can you stop, Nathan? Can you stop sharing your screen?
Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Oh, there. Okay, you stop.
All right.
You wanna explain to us what you?
Oh yeah, so I want to do this.
Can you share your screen?
I can't. I don't have.
Oh, you didn't get into Zoom, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh wait,
Share. Okay. You wanna share? You wanna share that? Right?
So I made the actual 0.00.
Wow. Okay, that's right. Good, Richard.
0.000.
That's the way to do it. The other way is to add a wait command in that repeat loop. Yep, you could, you know where the wait command is under control. Yeah. Okay.
Who else
All right.
wants to?
So, all right. So, Ricky, what if we do this? We'll put a list on the screen of all the challenges and let them make the challenges they want to do, because I see some are going faster than others.
Okay. Oh yeah, good idea.
So, Brent, let's put all the challenges for this shooting game on the screen.
Right. Let me share my screen.
So we want you to consider these challenges to make the game easier or to make the game harder.
你有那个课堂手册吗？
John,
Yep.
还不对，还不对。
the animation of the rocket spinning,
Yeah.
I think I gotta downsize the files or compress them further.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
plays beautifully for the first like 270 degrees, and then it begins to lag.
Yeah. Okay. So let's work on that another time. We won't.
Definitely.
Okay. So you have 4 challenges here to make the game easier, and 3 challenges to make the game harder.
Hey, it's hard to read your file because the text is too gray, I think, and too small.
Okay.
It's just because you have bad eyesight.
Oh yeah. That could be the reason.
It is the reason. Not
I know.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
much
bold.
better.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
oh, go cute.
We've already done 1.
Wow.
So number 2 is increase the laser range. In other words, the distance that the laser will travel after you hit the space bar. And then the 3rd challenge is to make the rocket move backwards. If you notice, the rocket only goes right or left and forward. It would be nice if we could make the rocket go backward.
不是不可能做到的。
Easy.
And then the challenge 4 is change the scoring system. Instead of getting 1 coin when you hit it, let's see if you can figure out how to change the code so the score increases by more than 1 every time you hit the rocket, hit the asteroid. Okay, so you can take any of these challenges. It's a good way to understand how the game works, guys, if you can make these edits. And if you want to learn the basics of Scratch or basics of anything, it's usually a good idea to take an example that someone else has done really well and then edit it. Because when you look at code that's done really well, you'll get good habits. If you try to build your own game from scratch, you're likely to develop bad programming habits, like not naming your files properly or not making comments on your code. So we're eager for you to edit this game and see how it's coded, because the code in this program was done by the guys who developed Scratch. We modified it a bit, but the code in this program was done by students who are studying computer science at MIT.
这个
So if you'll notice, they've modularized their code, they comment the code, they label all of their variables and their costumes very, very carefully. You'll develop good habits if you edit this game, and the particular challenges that Brent put on the screen. If you can do all of those challenges, you will really understand how this game works. And then you'll be in a much, much better position to build your own games.
Easy, like this.
I already know how to build my own game.
Okay, boys.
Build my own.
Boys, let's get back to the asteroid game.
Look at this. Okay.
Okay, boys. Let's get back to the asteroid game and look at the list of challenges, okay, and see if you can
Make them all.
Oh wait, look at this.
solve those obstacles.
Wait, no,
What's the challenge?
Okay.
Ah, good job, Jerry. Okay. Okay, Jerry, can you look at the
If you're confused, if you still need help, what we can do is we can put this list on the side of the screen, Brent, and open up another window, and you can maybe you can describe how you would make the edits.
Hey, I have a suggestion, John.
Oh.
Let's get the kids to go for the second challenge.
The second game?
No, the second challenge. The second challenge is increase laser range.
Range. Sure. Okay. If you can get everyone focused, Ricky, that would be the best. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it one at a time.
Kids, who has done the second challenge?
Me,
Okay, we got 5 kids here. Okay.
I
Have
set it to
you
5.
done the increased measure? Have you tried that? The second challenge. You did the
Look
second.
at mine. Look at mine. Bullet
I think everyone has already did his first challenge.
Alright, then fire.
Okay.
Let's see where that code is. Point in direction.
We have 5 kids who haven't who are still working on a second challenge. We'll give them a.
I see it right away. It's labeled. You could either change the number of repeats, or you could change the amount of steps. If you change the repeat, you'll notice that it'll go really smooth.
Challenge?
If you increase the repeat cycles and decrease the steps that it moves, then you'll make your laser go much smoother.
Hey boys, if you have finished the second challenge, work on the third challenge, okay? Boys, work on the second challenge.
I already did actually.
Okay, work on your second challenge. Okay?
Oh yeah, me too.
Mine's so big I can fire it back.
All right. So there's usually more than one way to solve a problem.
Okay.
And we just showed you two ways, right? One is to increase the repeat cycles, and the other is to increase the number of steps that it moves.
Asteroid.
Boys, if you want to talk, you talk quietly, okay?
Oh my gosh, that's fast. I made the asteroid fast.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I noticed if you, at least on my computer, when I increase the number of repeats to 90,
Yeah.
it no longer actually will destroy the rocket, destroy the asteroid.
You got it? So,
Which I'm not.
Oh, right.
oh, good. All right. Hey, Water, you did it. You did it.
What?
Okay.
Where I can't say.
What happens when you do that, Brent?
Okay, that time it worked.
Who has completed the second challenge?
Me.
Okay, work on the third challenge. Work on the third
Oh, wow. Looks.
There we go. No, it works. It works.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I've noticed it crashes a lot these days, Scratch, compared to what it used to. I think it's just lack of support for Flash, maybe because they're phasing it out.
Yeah.
challenge.
might be.
It's over here. It's over here.
Ooh, rocket backwards. That's easy. That's easy.
Let's see how we can make the rocket move backwards. If you do that, you will have edited all 3 sprites. You'll have edited the asteroid, you'll have edited the laser, and you'll have made a change to the rocket sprite.
Okay, who wants to explain the second challenge? Okay, Richard, you want to explain?
So you go to laser.
Can you share your screen or?
It's okay. And then you change the firing range, move 10 steps or like more.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, what's the other way to do it? Besides changing the steps, what's the other way to make the laser go further? You can increase the repeat cycles, right?
Hey! Hey, you want to share? You want to share?
Go downward. Go downward.
Oh. No, you want to show it to Mr. John?
I think I need to put
Who wants to share your work? Who wants to share your work?
You must be kidding me.
Nathan, you want to share your work?
Okay.
Okay, Nathan wants to share. Nathan, you want to explain to us what you did, okay?
Change his style. 9999.
Share your screen, Nathan, so we can all see.
Okay.
Okay, look at the big screen. Nathan's gonna, Professor Nathan will tell us how to increase the range of your laser.
Actually, I just made it so big that I can shoot the front and the back. Look, allow me to demonstrate.
请注意，
这下面有标签，它这边他给发了个链接，应该，可能是加入这个
Okay,
标
explain, Nathan.
I just set the floor on 5,000.
这么远。
Let me I can shoot my back too. Look,
You want
I can shoot at my back too.
你就把这个打进去，
Okay.
你就把这个打到网站上。
Okay. By controlling the size of your graphics, Nathan, you made the game really so it doesn't really play. So you have to change the size of that graphic back to its original, or at least not make it so big.
容易。然后还有一个就是把它的体积变小，然后还有一个就是把它这么给一下就行了。对呀。
Okay, who's make the rocket go backward? Who knows how to make the rocket go backward? Good, 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 good. Okay, Brent, can we put the challenges on the board again?
Okay, Johnson wants to share.
Sure. They're gonna share the screen, right?
Okay, all right, great. Go ahead, Johnson.
Share? Okay.
Oh, okay.
What is that sound? The first time this is happening.
Kevin, you need to sit properly, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I just finished all the challenges,
Hey, how do I explain this?
I don't know.
Okay, Johnson, do you see how to share your screen? Put your mouse to the bottom of the screen and hit the green icon.
我其实都不需要让它那个设很远，我这一直来就让它设很远。
你的这个鼠标是什么鼠？好奇怪啊！
We're trying to find his Zoom window.
你的鼠标好奇怪呀！
No.
Sometimes it will get minimized into like a little rectangle, like a floating rectangle that just says the name of who's talking. I think.
If you close all the apps, Ricky, one by one, you'll eventually see a little zoom.
No, his window is not showing the buttons.
我这是比较。
You know the functional.
RPG.
You see the.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Johnson to get his zoom up, Brent, can you show us the next challenges?
Sure.
Hey, what's your name? Toby, you want to come in?
Toby Fox.
One moment, I'll have it right up.
Oh, they're working on the games.
Good.
Yeah, they're making games.
Yep.
I want to see if this works.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna do underdog.
so,
Yeah, we're playing games and we're making games.
Okay. We're going to just show you these, and then we're going to move to the next game, the racing game.
No, Dad, you can watch. Next time you can bring a computer. Hey, who else wants to share?
Ricky, we'll just show the other challenges, and they can work on this at home, and then we'll show them the racing game.
Okay, hey. Mr. John's gonna show us a new game.
Okay, so if you want to work on this game on your own time, you'll learn a lot if you can make all of these challenges. If you can complete all of these challenges, you will really understand how a shooting game works. And we understood last week that lots of you wanted to build shooting games. So the way to learn how to do a shooting game is look at a good game like this one, a game that's well programmed, and then make edits to it. And in the process of making edits, you will see exactly how it's structured. Okay, so let's go to the second game. And let's copy and put that in the chat box. So if you guys go to the chat box, or if you type in this into the Scratch URL, you'll get it.
你可以把它那个速度设定为0，然后把它设置成自动连发。你摁前面那个前
So
键。
here's the racing game.
知道。
So if you need to go to scratch.mit.edu/projects, and then this project is 92,
让它那个
74,
设置为 N，
70,
子弹数量设置为1，每次键
92, 74, 72.
子弹数量设置为 N 就出现了，对，它是无限子弹，然后小球移动
Pay
速度为
attention,
0，
okay? Pay attention.
然后摁空格以后，
Let's see who can make this game work.
然后它就出现了。
This game is hard. You have to get around the asteroid belt in 25 seconds. Or even if you get around and it takes you more than 25 seconds, you can still win. But you win 100,000 coins if you get around the asteroid belt. If you get around the asteroid belt in under 25 seconds, you get 200,000 coins. I can tell you that it took me over 20 tries to win this game, to get all the way around the asteroid. And the reason why is because the flying saucer, the way it moves by a physics principle called acceleration. So you'll see that the flying saucer is actually going faster and faster and faster. And the acceleration of the velocity is increasing, which means the flying saucer is accelerating.
Wow, this is a hard game.
It's a very hard game.
How do I control it? Why isn't the ball even moving?
With the asteroid, with the arrow keys.
Wait, can I come out of this? I can't do it.
Hey, you got.
Well, Samuel, it took me 20 tries to do it.
I can't come out of this.
So Brent's got it, but it took him more than 25 seconds. He wins $100,000.
I would be okay with that.
Let's see who can do it under 25 seconds and get $200,000.
Close these things if you don't need them.
What the heck this game is?
Okay.
I didn't even play it a bit.
You got your score? What's your score?
Oh no.
Zero. Oh, come on, man. Richard.
What's this game? We're having now.
You lose money if you hit space.
Hey. Wow, look at David. Look at David. You want to share, David?
No, they're not real.
Did you get under 25 seconds, David?
Dad, I thought about everything, but still like 90. Okay, it's dropping. You're throwing again.
The game?
Really?
7 games. Keep showing how to.
Hey, I see you.
That's right. Maybe you can do it.
No, that's way too
No,
fast.
Have you tried? You can't go too fast, guys, because it takes a while to slow down. It's like a big oil tanker. Once an oil tanker gets going in one direction, and I think you'll see that the code to make this happen is really interesting. The way you code acceleration is very, very interesting.
There you go.
And it's analogous to the way you analyze motion in physics.
I don't even know where to get that.
That was worth a try. Someone put a barrier in the way.
Hey, so John, you want the kids to take the first challenge of this
Sure.
race?
All right, so has anyone done it under 25 seconds?
Me.
All right,
Under
Richard.
25 seconds?
I can't even
Did
get
you
the
cheat?
ball to move.
Yes.
Richard, you want to show us? You want to show us?
Nah, it's okay.
No, because other kids want to learn from you. Come on, show us, man.
I don't wanna.
Come on, show us. Show us. Richard.
All right, so here's the first challenge. Guys, when you look inside, one simple thing to do is to edit this game so that instead of 25 seconds, in order to win 200,000, you get 30 seconds. So let's see if you can find out where to change the time in the code. And then the second is to modify the velocity.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Make it so it doesn't accelerate so quickly.
Okay, here.
The third challenge is to add a break. Add a key so that you can stop the saucer right away.
Oh, we got it last time. Okay.
我没死啊！我走。然后你看我这架飞机，不然他们都跑了。
And then, of course, you can change the scoring system.
You guys suck.
Look.
Wow.
Hey, you doing the challenge?
I can't do it. I tried 1,000 times. I can't get over here. I can't even get over. I can't even get
Well, if you can't win the game, try to program it so it's easier.
Okay, you want to change the program?
Oh, look. I can this side of the
Expand your window.
Ooh, I can go extra slow now.
Shit.
Hey, that's
Ooh,
bad.
Brent, you're close. All right,
Did I do
Brent.
it? I did
Look
it.
at that. Brent won it.
0 seconds. I
He
just
got
got
it
it.
just in 25 seconds. First one today to get 200,000.
I can't even get to the end. You designed it too hard.
Okay,
Well,
Samuel.
Brent proves this is possible.
Yep, that's right. Now, Samuel, Samuel and Johnson try to.
Once you've won the game, then try to make it easier.
200,000? Okay.
Samuel, have you figured out how to modify the game yet?
So, Brent, let's go through. I don't know if it's possible to put two screens up there. Keep the list up there of edits, and then let's show them how to change, add time.
我坚持过25秒了，怎么办？
Great.
Okay, have you tried?
我就在原地待着。
Okay. So the first thing, Brent is going to show you how to change the time.
Okay, Brent's gonna show us how to change the time.
Okay. So has anyone figured it out yet? How to change the time, or?
There's a bug in my computer now.
I know how to
Oh, you're hitting the same bug.
How do you do it? I heard someone say they know how to do it.
Why don't you sit next to Samuel and Johnson? Your computer.
What do you have to do? Explain to Brent where he has to go.
I'm dying.
All right. Brent, I think we don't want to interact too much here. We just show it.
Gotcha.
Show it.
Work on that.
So the place we go is just okay.
Slide over
The
to the
first
right.
thing.
You can just,
How?
at the bottom of the screen, Brent, there's a slider.
Oh yeah, we don't need it though. It's right here.
Oh, there's the timer. Right.
手机，打他，就他，看，打头，他拿手机呢。
Okay, so try to increase it. We highlighted it on the screen.
Is it possible to stare over this?
Work it. Hey,
你看这块儿，它
Hey.
它坏了。
have you
Brent, make it 50 seconds.
Over there is bad.
That seems too challenging though.
But the problem is with that big number, it doesn't go down. It doesn't.
We don't know. You
Yeah,
right.
That's why you need a cheat.
Over here it goes too fast. So you just hit the red part.
那你就
So
直
the
点
next thing
方向键，
is
然后让它滑过去就好了。
the next challenge is to make it go slower. So Brent's going to show you how to make it go slower. You know how to change the time? That's pretty simple.
再摁方向键狂戳就加速了。要减速的话就摁它相反方向的键。
Did you get it, Samuel?
好的。
I maybe use like
50 seconds. What did you do?
Slow down.
特别不喜欢拿电脑玩游
Did
戏
you。modify the
，slow
code?
我也是
down，
我也是，但这个游戏必须得拿电
slow
脑，
down。
这游戏拿电脑。
Yeah, I win.
Oh, you
All
win.
right. 100,000 or 200,000? Jerry.
Slow down.
这游戏在
100,000 or 200,000, Jerry?
除了这个都是手机控制。
Jerry, you want to show how you did it?
Yep.
Okay, you want to share your screen?
关上屏幕。
The green button?
I think Jerry has lost. Oh, there we. Jerry's lost the Zoom screen.
He's still on.
Is it here?
Yeah. Oh. I think the pizza's here. It's not
关上屏幕。
Yeah.
Whoa. There's I think.
So Jerry, will you explain
漂亮。
how you run?
它已经是
I don't need to go. Johnson, look at me. Look at me.
You changed the velocity?
我这个全境线稍
Oh,
微
okay.
量太多，当然你那样时间线会过。我是总比不到
Okay, pretty good, Jerry.
Jerry, what did you change?
25秒过。
I didn't change anything.
Wow.
Did
He's
you-
good at playing the game.
In that time, in 25 seconds. Oops.
上次我不是打在你，他不敢打，真的是，然后他就让那个女的赢了。
Did,
还是他。
how you guys doing? You change anything?
为什么这样打？
I'm gonna change the 偏离点。啊。
Hey kids,
Yeah.
who has changed the razor
Good.
game?
I'll take your
Jerry, pretty good.
You can change the
Pretty
time.
good, Jerry.
What did you change?
飞机有飞下发疯。
Look at Jerry. Jerry's getting it.
I got there in 2
I
seconds.
don't change.
Jerry, I think you got it.
I got in there in 3
Way to go. Look at this. Oh.
Painful.
Oh, you missed it at the very end. Too bad, Jerry.
Jerry, what did you
that
change?
woman music? Shall we talk?
Okay, no, okay.
他是不是在玩我？
Has anyone figured out how to make the saucer go slower or how to put a brake on it?
现在
Take the time.
I managed to get the saucer in the end in 2 seconds.
Can you show us how you did it?
I just teleported it.
Wow! How's that?
That's the one.
Uh,
Teleportation. I like it.
Okay, Samuel, you want to show us how you did it?
这样子哦。
You want to share it with us?
Oh, that's a cheat we hadn't even thought of.
I like it.
Just
A wormhole.
one key and it goes from around.
Oh, yeah. You need to open Zoom. Okay, when you're ready, I'll let you know, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
Yay.
Who did the teleport? Whose idea was it to teleport the saucer? That's a great idea.
hey!
It's somebody named Mayan.
Is your name That's
That's brilliant. Whoever did that was brilliant. Teleporting. I love that idea. I've never heard anyone do that before.
He used a really big one.
这发明谁啊？这个
Are you sharing?
I'm about to share.
Hang on.
我打你了。About. Lucky day. Okay, I'm sharing.
我在哪儿？
Oh,
right.
okay. Now you sharing.
Yeah,
I win.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
No.
Hey, Mr. John, Samuel is going to explain how he did teleporting.
just teleport the saucer to about here, and then all you need to do is go down for like 1 or 2 seconds and do it.
How's that idea?
That's a great idea. Real cheap.
Press down and I'm going down. Man, my CPU is up again. CPU is up again. Oh,
It would be great if you guys could edit the speed of the saucer. You would really understand the physics of how this moves if you can slow the saucer down.
Wow. Okay. Who else? Who else did the?
Who knows how to slow down the saucer?
If you slow it down, you won't be able to get into the.
Hey, Walter, you have good ideas, right?
No. What?
Did you improve the racing game?
No, not yet. I'm
Not
thinking
yet?
about it. I'm stuck now. I'm thinking too.
How about you, Richard?
I don't
Did you
understand.
enjoy the saucer game?
I'm just that one. 慢慢来，不着急。I did it in 2 seconds. Yeah. I know how to share now. Okay, I did it in 1 second.
我去，
要元气化。
玩毛啊，这还
Oh, you know how to shoot.
太难打了，这个。
Because I just told you.
Okay. Do you have anything to share, Johnson?
I know what you said. 下课啦！
Class is over.
下课嘞！
You and R together. Swing.
Okay, I'm going out.
Yeah.
Okay.
David,
Hey,
David.
John and Brett, are we
Yeah. So
out of time?
we are, and to be continued. To be continued next week.
Bye.
All right. See you guys. Have a good week.
Hey, Walter. Dorito. I'm Walter, not Walter, dude. Water. What?
Water.
Water. Oh, no thanks.
I like Doritos.
Me too.
That's nothing compared with the boys in my school. In our school, like the one time I actually dropped one, and then like they couldn't meal it. It was Thomas.